Hi, lovely, beautiful people. I want to come on and talk about something. I'm in a really weird energy. I'm just shuffling tarot because I need something to do with my hands. I'm in a very, interesting energy. Last week I was in this manic, need to create energy. And I'm still feeling that a little bit, but it's a lot more manageable right now. But now, I don't know, I'm in this irritable energy. And I'm not entirely sure what is going on. But I'm just being still doesn't help. So we're gonna shuffle while I do this. But I think I know what it is. I have an energy that is in my energy, but they're not making any movement. They're not coming forward. And it's just putting me in this, I don't know, I can feel it, it's just one of those things where you literally turn a corner and you feel that in your gut that you're going to run into someone or something, or they're, it's right behind you. And I don't mean this in a scary horror movie way. It's just this sense of this energy I'm feeling. It is that close to me, and yet it is not making itself known in the 3D. And I don't know, it's like a really irritating itch and it won't go away. So I don't know, here I am. I walked to work today just because, like I said, movement is helping. And I also have music on because music, it's not even any particular type of music, just music in general is one thing helping to keep my brain from overrunning. But speaking of music and any other type of creative endeavor, and honestly, it doesn't even have to be within the creative art spaces. So I'm gonna try and keep this under 10 minutes, but I'm gonna guess it's gonna go longer. We are here at the end of 2025, and there's a lot of discussion about, the 9th year, and this is an ending, and new beginnings, and I think just what's happening globally, a lot of discussion about a new world, and especially in new age spaces, a lot of the new world, and you want to be a part of this in the new world, and we're going to dismantle the systems and create a new world, which is great and lovely and fantastic. But here's my thing. So like-minded people, if you are of any witchy persuasion, spiritual persuasion, shaman persuasion, magical persuasion of any kind, when we still want to operate within the current fucked up systems, and think we're somehow still going to be a part of creating this new world, I have thoughts. Where am I even going with this? I don't know. Listen, I'm a disabled woman, okay? I fucking understand being paid for my time, my effort, my energy, and that when I create something that it, potentially is something that I could make money from, maybe even a living from. That being said, why do we always place a value on said things? I don't understand why many people who want to show up into spaces with their privilege, who have created something and are in a space and they want to charge an exorbitant amount of money. And to me, that means you are coming from some level of privilege. Because to not understand that not everybody has that privilege to pay your exorbitant fees, whether it be tarot readings, whether it be, all the services that exist out there, again, I'm not saying don't charge for your time, your effort, and especially when we get into things that we create, whether it's writing, visual content, performance, But, you know, at the same time, why do we have to commodify it? Sometimes art is meant to exist in the world. It is meant to uplift. It is meant to make us think. It is meant to bring love and passion and inspire creativity in other people. And when we start placing a value on that, putting a price tag on it and commodifying it, I feel like we've lost the thread a little bit. I don't know. These are just my personal thoughts. I just wish that we had a better understanding of the systems in which we are dealing with right now and how fucked up they are, and, you know, wanting to create this new reality where those systems are very different and work for more people. But it just feels like so many of us are not understanding that while we are wanting to create this reality, we still seem to want to operate within that old way of thinking. And just the more we think of commodifying anything, whether it be tarot readings, whether it be, our art, whether it be consulting services, anything. And again, like thinking outside the box of employment is a wonderful and fantastic thing. But also sometimes I feel like that becomes the motivation. That becomes the main, source of doing something. And we start then to switch back into an old system, an old way of thinking, an old way of thinking this is how the world has to operate. But I think when we start putting, really exorbitant price tags on there, it speaks for itself, frankly. I'm sorry, I'm not going to pay you $1,000 for a love potion or for a hex or I don't know. I mean, anything that, by the way, I could do on my own. But who do you think you are? I mean, seriously. If you're working with billionaires, fine. I don't think they're looking for that kind of assistance. I see people charging $500 for tarot readings. Who do you think you are? I mean, listen, a bitch should be paid. Yes. But what is the point? What is the point? I'm sorry, at me if you want. But I feel like we've lost the thread of helping people when we want to put a price tag that's hundreds or thousands of dollars on it. I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about capitalism and a lot in how we work in these structures and placing values on things, commodifying things. And it just feels like a lot of hypocrisy when we're in a world, these magical spaces where we talk about how the world shouldn't be like that and that these systems need to be dismantled and that they don't work for everyone. But then we turn around in our magical spaces and we're applying the same principles. And that makes no sense. Apparently I'm drawing cards. I don't know. I just wish that we had a better understanding of what is happening. That we can sit back and, I don't know why I'm physically doing what I'm doing. As if, I need to with my body, make clear what I'm saying. I just wish we could all look at the bigger picture and realize that for as far as many of us have made it, we still are operating within an old system. And if we truly want to break out of that, I think we need to rethink things. I think we need to consider different options. And I just, in particular, when it comes to what we create, does it always have to be commodified? Is there a way for this to exist purely for human enjoyment? Purely to make us have a different perspective without the price tag? I don't know. Fuck if I know what I'm talking about. Like I said, I'm in an energy. Hold on.
Stop recording video. Button. Pause video. Switch off.
Well, shit. I don't know if this is for me. Probably. I just randomly, as I was talking, drew the two of wands. This is my Hocus Pocus deck, so it's candles, but that's wands, 2 of wands, 3 of swords, and the King of Swords. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just because I'm in this energy. Take it as you will. I don't know, guys. Who am I? I'm just some rando ranting out here in the ether. I don't know. Need something to do to release some of this energy I am feeling. Just in a very forward moving, need to create, need to move kind of energy. So here we are. I don't know. If you like rants, come on back.